Hello again, and welcome to New Frontiers Church Daily Devotional. So it's that time of winter, that time when we all get a little weary of the cold and the snow and dream of sunnier days. It might be hard to look out the window at the gray, leafless trees and picture them at their peak, green and full. But every spring, sure enough, those little buds form on the end of each branch, slowly turning from colorful, tiny flowers into bigger and bigger, lush green leaves. I was reading Psalm 65 recently. It's one of my favorite psalms. It's a psalm of praise, most likely sung by the Israelites during the harvest season. It is beautifully poetic, describing how God nourishes the land in season. Here are verses 10 through 13. You drench its furrows and level its ridges. You soften it with showers and bless its crops. You crown the year with your bounty, and your carts overflow with abundance. The grasslands of the desert overflow. The hills are clothed with gladness. The meadows are covered with flocks, and the valleys are mantled with grain. They shout for joy and sing. What a beautiful picture. The crops singing for joy, praising their good creator. It makes me wonder if the psalmist was just lounging on some hillside, the beautiful vista before him inspiring the words on the page. The harvest is actually a common theme in the Bible, and it makes sense because the Israelites and the people of Jesus' day lived in an agrarian society. God promised the Israelites throughout the Old Testament fruitful and abundant land if they followed and obeyed him, and he warned of unyielding land if they were to turn away. Jesus' parables about the harvest and planting set the concepts of God's kingdom on earth in a familiar context for his readers, for his audience. Sure, for us modern day readers, we know what farming is, but I don't think we can fully grasp it when we can order our groceries for pickup with the click of a button. I don't know about you, but I honestly cannot imagine growing and preparing all my own food by hand. It was hard physical work, and some years, if they had too much rain or too little, it could mean a scarce winter. Now, in their time, they probably didn't understand the scientific process behind planting, but even so, despite all their hard work, tilling and planting, weeding and sowing, the Israelites recognized here in Psalm 65 that the good fruit of the harvest was a gift from their Creator, a reason to turn once again and give thanks for all that he had provided. So, in these cold, dark days of winter, let's remember that the harvest is coming. Things may look gray and dead right now, but God is faithful. His promises never fail. God is after a harvest here in our hearts and out there in the world. Just as the harvest he gives through the land nourishes its inhabitants, so too the harvest he is producing in us, he will use to bless others. Jesus called the Father Lord of the harvest. And as this psalm says, he crowns the year with his bounty. It is his harvest, and we know he is a giver of good gifts in his perfect timing. Let's not give up the hard work of planting seed in others, weeding out our own sin, sowing the fruit of the Holy Spirit, and allow God to produce a harvest in us and through us as we wait on him. As Galatians 6:9 reminds us, let us not lose heart in doing good, for in due time we will reap if we do not grow weary. It's easy to feel weary in February. I know I am. But I'm clinging to the Lord of the harvest. For we are, to use another planting metaphor from Ephesians, rooted and established in love. May his love give us strength, peace, and joy as we grow, sure that the harvest is coming. Bless you all.